Hello and welcome back to another GCN training session. Today we have a 24-minute session for you. We're going to be working on our 30-second sprints. And each 30 seconds is going to get a lower cadence. We're going to be working at a 10 out of 10 in each of those 30 seconds, but we're going to be lowering the cadence. But more on that in a bit. Right now we're just going to jump on the bikes and start our warm-up. So we've got a 3-minute warm-up. We want to be at around an effort level of 3 out of 10. And if you haven't done these indoor sessions before, we're working on perceived exertion of 1 to 10. 1 being really easy, just like a little walk in the park, and 10 being a sprint in the park, the complete opposite. So we've got another just over 2 minutes left of this warm-up before we go into our sprint. Quite a short warm-up, so let's make the most of it. But today we've got a great group with us. We've got our very own Connor on the front.
Thanks for having me.
Morning, Connor, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. It's been a week since my last session and I'm feeling quite fresh, raring to go. Feel like the fitness has improved, so yeah, looking forward to smashing this one.
Good. And any tips for 30-second sprints?
You kind of have to get your gear selection right so you don't waste time to begin with. Potentially start at a lower cadence so you have some room to kind of ramp into the gear and be spinning by the end, and that helps you get through the whole 30 seconds. It's quite a long chunk to do in a sprint.
There we go, some top tips from Connor there. We've also got Katie, Morgan and Maddie at the back. It's going to be that 3 out of 10. So just kind of like a fast walk, a brisk walk. So our very first 30 seconds, we're going to be working at 110 RPM, RPM being revolutions per minute. So your legs are going to be spinning really fast. If you don't have a cadence sensor, you don't know how fast that is, just follow along on the screen, follow along with one of our guests here, watch their leg speed and how fast they go. So you've got another 50 seconds before we go into our first sprint. So 110 RPM, so you want to be spinning your legs quite fast. So as Connor said, gear selection is quite important. We want to make the most out of this 30 seconds. So we don't want to spend 10 seconds faffing around trying to find that gear. We want to get straight into it. Very short session today, only 24 minutes, but it's absolutely going to fly because we're going to be working quite hard for a lot of the session. So 15 seconds to go now, so you want to start thinking about your gear. So I'm going to jump into my big ring, maybe like halfway down the block. Get ready, 110, 10 out of 10, max effort. In 2, 1, let's go. Get on those drops if you want. Spin those legs nice and fast, looking good. There we go, 10 out of 10, come on. Full gas sprint. Good work. Over halfway through now. Keep on top of that cadence, 110. 3, 2, 1, and easy. So we want to go back to that 3 out of 10 now. So we don't want to stop pedaling, keep the legs spinning, nice and easy. Quite out of breath after that first one. Whew.
That's woken me up, man.
Definitely has, isn't it? Bit of a shock to the system, that first one. So as I said, 3 minutes at 3 out of 10. Not too much pressure through the pedals, just keep them turning. So our next one again is going to be at 110 RPM as well. So we want to do exactly the same, but better in this next one. So your heart rate should have peaked in that first sprint. Been nice and warmed up, no excuses for these next ones. After this next sprint, we're going to be working at 100 and then kind of dropping 10 RPM every sprint we do after that. So you want to be clicking down the gears or upping your resistance if you're on a spin bike. Nice short, sharp session. Not too painful. Hurts for 30 seconds and then you've got 3 minutes easy, which is nice. So halfway through this rest period now. And on to our next one. How was that first one, everybody?
Pretty good, actually.
Good. Yeah, definitely woke up the legs, like Connor was saying. Yeah, starting to get a bit of a sweat on as well, so yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Connor?
I like how we're starting off with a higher cadence when we're a bit fresher, and then cadence is decreasing towards the end, so we can kind of dig in a bit more and really push the gear.
I guess when you're fresh, you naturally got more energy to spin faster, but towards the end, it's going to be a bit more like a gym session. You're going to be working down at around 70 RPM. 45 seconds to go now. So again, now that you know what that first sprint felt like, what gear you're in, you can adjust with this next one. So if it was a little bit too fast, click down a gear or up a gear. 30 seconds. $15. Let's start to find that gear now. Click down the block. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get out of the saddle for the first few seconds if you really want to get on top of that gear, and sit back down and drive it. Get those legs spinning really fast. Come on, 10 out of 10. Let's go. Good work, halfway. Keep on top of it. Nice. Good work, nearly there. Everything out, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Again, back to that 3 out of 10. Just keep the legs turning. Your legs will start to build up with a bit of lactic now. Might be stinging a little bit. Keep those legs turning. Just get rid of that. Good work. 2 down, 4 to go. We're getting there. The next one, we're going to drop that cadence to 100, so still pretty fast. Again, only 30 seconds. Again, in this rest period, try and keep those legs spinning quite fast, around 90 RPM. Don't need much resistance on the pedals. Just keep those legs turning. Definitely starting to get a bit sweaty and hot in you now. So make sure you've got a towel or fan with you. And some aqua. Halfway through the rest period now. Hope your legs had stopped hurting after that 30-second sprint. Just over 1 minute left now of this rest. Then we're going to fly into the next one. 30 seconds, 100 RPM, 10 out of 10 again, max effort. This next one, really want to see that effort on everybody's faces. It's meant to hurt for 30 seconds. We can push our bodies for 30 seconds. Then we get a nice 3-minute rest. What would you say, Connor, these 30-second efforts are good for?
They're good for many things, really. Obviously, if you're sprinting and your acceleration, when you're trying to kind of hold the wheel and the pace is really getting ramped up. But I think putting them back to back like this also helps with longer duration intervals too, even your threshold. Still kind of over a 20-minute session this, and once you add up all the efforts, it still totals quite a hard ride, and it's a good way of splitting that ride up as well, keeping it interesting, making sure you get all the work done.
Definitely is. We've got 10 seconds to go now. Let's get ready for the next one. 100 RPM in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds, 10 out of 10. Come on. Up, 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 up. Get those legs spinning, 100 RPM. Still nice and fast. Good work. Keep on it. Halfway. Keep pushing. Max effort now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. Looking strong. Halfway through these 30-second efforts now. 3 more to go. By now you should be able to kind of judge the power or watts, if you've got that measurement on your bike, what you could sustain for those 30 seconds. Because even though they're getting harder and harder on the resistance, you kind of want to keep the same power output on each one. Hopefully we haven't gone all guns blazing in that first one and our power is dropping rapidly. So hopefully we can sustain the power that we've just done in that last one for these next 3. How are we feeling back there? All good? Still with me? You okay, Morgan? Good. Again, keep those legs spinning at around 90 RPM. Nothing too crazy. Light resistance on the pedals. Good work. Smashing through this session today. Again, if you are finding some of these cadences a little bit too high, if you can't quite reach that 110, then don't worry, you can adapt it to whatever cadence suits you the most. But if cadence is something you want to work with, we've got plenty of indoor training sessions on the channel where we specifically work on cadence, so go and check those out. And we also have a whole host of other workouts from hour-long to 10-15 minutes ones as well. So if you are quite short on time but you just want to get something done, go and check those out. 1 minute left now. Just keep those legs turning. My legs are definitely starting to hurt now. Now they're halfway through. Can definitely feel the burn in the legs, especially in the calves. Got 30 seconds to go now before our next one. We are going to be dropping that RPM, that cadence to 90 in this next one, so a tiny bit slower. Again, watch our guests that are with me today, watch their leg speed, how fast they're spinning the legs, and how smooth and efficiently they are on the pedals as well. Not wasting any energy in their upper body. All the power out through the legs. And in 3, 2, 1, on to our next one. 90 RPM, 10 out of 10. Full gas sprint. Let's go, come on. Watch that cadence. Look how strong and composed everybody's upper body is. They're sprinting full gas here. Their core's nice and engaged. All the power out through the legs. Good work. 5 seconds to go. Come on, push, push, push. 2, 1, and rest. Good. Good work. That's a good one. 2 more to go now. Ease back. Let those legs slow down. Get in a nice easy gear. Get out of the saddle, have a 10 seconds out the saddle. Shimmy around a little bit. In the indoor trainer, you're kind of stuck in that same position where if you're out on the road, you get to get out of the saddle, you freewheel a bit more. So it's good to just mix up the position when you're on the indoor trainer as well, to avoid getting a bit of a sore back. Woo. This session might be short, but I mean, these efforts are tough. No messing around at all in these 10 out of 10 efforts. So the next one, we are decreasing that cadence again, down to 80 this time, to 80 RPM. So a little bit slower again. So you don't have to worry too much in that first 10 seconds about revving it up as much, but we still want that maximum effort. 10 out of 10. Now in this rest is a good time to get some fluid on board as well. Good work. Whose legs are sore?
Starting to feel that now. The lower cadence just making the legs bite a bit more, but hanging in there, you're doing a great job keeping this motivated man on.
Thank you, Connor. Well, I'm glad it's not only my legs that are sore. Well, they're stinging today. Got just over a minute left now of this easy recovery, so make the most of it before we get into our next effort. Right. Again, 80 RPM. Just 2 efforts left. So let's make them good ones. "30 seconds to go now. Are we ready for the next one? Are we ready for the next one?
Yes, we're ready, man on!
There we go, they're ready, come on. Here we go, Connor. 20 seconds to go now. 15. Let's go, come on.
Let's go, team.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up, 80 RPM, come on. Good work. It's going to feel a little bit more sluggish than that last effort just because you're spinning those legs a little bit slower at 80 RPM, but it still should feel hard. Here we go, come on, halfway through. There we go, looking strong. Come on, keep up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. That was a good one. Well done. Little rest now. Whew. Hi, caramba. Spin those legs out. All my legs. They are hurting. Short but sweet session, this one. Good bit of recovery in between everyone. We're now into our very last sprintable.
Let's finish it off strong, everyone.
Yes.
Smash it.
Let's finish strong. This time we're going down to 70 RPM, so even slower on the cadence this time, which might feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I'd say that 70 is slower than average cadence. Just under 2 minutes left of this nice easy spinning now. Let's make the most of this last one. Anything motivational to say, Connor?
Just hit out and hope, just smash it, last one of the day. Let's make it a good one.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose, not at all.
What power are you aiming for in this last one?
I'm going to aim for about 600 watts, I think.
You can do more than that.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon push to 700, Connor.
Yeah,
You've got 700 watts in you.
I'll try my best, let's do it. Go on then, you've motivated me.
Come on, Connor, you've got it in you. Finish on a high.
Let's do it, everyone.
Woo! Go team! Right, come on, everybody. 1 minute left, and then we're going to hit out and finish on a high. My God, it's sweaty in here. Into our last minute now. So in around 20 seconds, we want to start thinking about that gear. Again, you want to be in a pretty hard gear for this one, 70 RPM. It's going to feel pretty grindy. But after this one, we are done. So I want everything out in this last effort. Make it a good one. Get in that big ring. Click down the gears. 15 seconds to go now. Let's get everybody on the drops. This is serious stuff. No funny business here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's go up, 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 up. This is it, come on. Here we go. Everything out in this one. There we go, 10 seconds down. Keep on it. That's 70 RPM, remember. Nice, over halfway now. Looking good. Come on, Connor, 700 watts. You've got it. There we go, that's definitely 700 watts. 3, 2, 1. There we go. That is it. Our last effort.
Thank you, Manon.
Keep spinning those legs. We've got 3 minutes of cool down now. Oh, hopefully you smashed that last one. But the question, you know, we all want to know is how many watts did Connor do in that one?
650.
That's all right, Connor, I'll let you off.
Nearly.
That's pretty good going still. Only 50 more watts.
I'm not a sprinter, I'm a double-decker bus, so.
You are a bit of a double-decker bus. But Connor, you know, you can always come back and do this session and try and better that power in the next one.
Exactly, I just haven't been working on my sprinting in a while, and this one is a perfect one just to practice it, so I'll definitely come back, Manon.
It's pretty much made for you, Connor.
Yeah, see if I can get back to my best.
I'm sure you will. How did anybody else find that session?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Legs definitely felt the burn towards the end, but it's quite a satisfying session. With short intervals and quite a short recovery period, it went really quick.
It's not too much of a nasty session. We get a nice bit of break, don't we? But
yeah.
What about the back? Thumbs up or thumbs down for that session? Woo!
Nice work,
good.
team.
Oh.
Morgan's got to ride home now, so this day's
ride
not
all the way
over
back
just
to
yet.
Wales?
Yeah.
That's a long one. You could probably do the session all the way back. Just have it on repeat.
Yeah.
Just 30 seconds, sprint, 3 minutes off for what, 100 miles? Be great. Good
And
luck
his
with
facial
that.
expression will not change the entire ride. The Terminator of Wales.
We all deserve a nice cool down after that. What's your go-to recovery food after a session on the indoor trainer, Connor, or a long ride?
Yogurt.
Yogurt. Just plain yogurt? Honestly.
No, I love yogurt. No, seriously, the yogurt, porridge oats, bit of fruit. Maybe if it's been a really hard, longer day, I'd put a bit of recovery powder.
Nice.
We use SIS here at GCN, so I'd put a little bit of that, maybe vanilla.
Oh, a bit of vanilla.
Yeah, mix it up.
Quite basic then.
Yeah, I love my yogurt and fruit and oats.
Nice. That's
So,
good.
yeah.
Sounds like yogurt makes you very happy, Connor. With a bit of a smile on your face then.
Plenty of protein, good for the gut.
Yeah. What's not to love?
Exactly.
30 seconds left of this cool down now, but if you feel like you need a little bit longer, if you want to spin your legs a bit more if they are a bit sore like mine, then feel free to stay on and spin out a bit longer. Or if you fancy tackling another session back to back, then have a scroll on the GCN training channel and see what kind of session takes your fancy. We've got loads on there, over 100 sessions to choose from, so go take your pick. But thank you very much for joining us on this session today. It has been a pleasure to have you ride along with us, and we'll see you in the next one.